Hey, welcome back. It's Medical Monday with East Cooper Medical Center. Now, East Cooper is the ABC News 4 hospital expert, and today we're talking about breast cancer. Finding it early can be the difference between life and death. And East Cooper is taking an innovative approach to breast cancer screening. It's called the BRCA test. Dr. Jennifer Beatty joins me now with more on this test. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Glad to have you. Now, let's talk about BRCA. What does it stand for first?
It's breast cancer. That's really what the BR and CA means. And you have a 1 and a 2 that you screen for and check for.
Yeah. Now, who should get a test like this?
Well, it's a genetic test, and it's the only genetic test we have right now for breast cancer. So I think we have to be a little nervous about people who are being tested for it, because even if you're a high-risk breast cancer patient and you're BRCA negative, it does not mean that your risk goes away when you do not have the BRCA gene.
Now, what means when you're high risk for breast cancer?
High risk would be having a family member who is the first line mother, sister, or grandmothers that had breast cancer or ovarian cancer. Having breast cancer history yourself is also, or anybody in your family who has ovarian cancer is also a high risk breast cancer patient.
Now, what if someone doesn't have any of that history in their family, but they just still want to see perhaps maybe there's some type of latent gene, or if there's something in there, can they take the test as well?
They can, but they're only about 5 to 10% of all breast cancers come from the BRCA gene. So even if you do not have BRCA positive, it does not mean you're not going to get breast cancer. The majority of breast cancer patients, about 75% of them, do not have any family history or any genetic risk.
Now, what if it means if you test negative, if you test positive for it?
If you're positive, you have about a 68% chance of getting breast cancer in either one of your breasts, and about a 40 to 60% chance of getting ovarian cancer. So it's a big deal if you're positive. But my concern with BRCA testing right now is that if you are negative, people tend to feel like, oh, I got the wild card, I'm free, I can live now. And the concern is we're losing the 30% chance breast cancer patients, 40% chance breast cancer chance patients, and they go away and they don't get tested. And that's just as important.
So what should they do, even though they're still, negative, and they might have that mind thought of, or they're out of the woods? How should they do preventative care from that point?
They should be followed. They should see a breast surgeon like we always talk about, and they should be getting mammography screening starting at 35, and they should be getting MRIs also every other year. And it depends on when their closest relative got diagnosed. So let's say that your mom got diagnosed at 38. You should start getting close screening at 25. They should get mammograms, they should get MRIs, and you need a doctor who will touch them and feel them and make sure there aren't changes. If you have a breast mass, you have a family history, you should be seen. You shouldn't just think that it's just a breast mass because you're young and it's not going to be a problem.
Right. So at East Cooper Medical Center, you guys can provide of course, not only the BRCA testing, but also the mammographies, and really kind of take care of them from point A, just from the beginning.
Correct. And the great thing about this test is you can just give a sample of your saliva. You don't have to get blood drawn or anything. So patients who come in that are concerned or have that profile that would be high risk, they can just come into our office, we talk to them, we look at their risk factors, and then we just have them provide some saliva, send it off. It is covered by insurance if you qualify for the BRCA test by insurance, and then the MRIs and the mammograms will also be covered by insurance.
All right, so how would they get in touch with you guys and make an appointment and get on in there?
We can look at thebreastplacesc.com. We're online, and also 797-1941 also, and anybody at East Cooper can let you know.
All right. Dr. Beatty, thank you so much. Great, valuable information.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.